Oh, jeez.
Look at it. Look.
Zip, 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 zip,
It's
zip.
horrible. Can't we use your phone?
You can if you want.
I'm just thinking because it's horrible. Look at it.
It's horrible.
I don't know how it does that. Right. Oh, I've got to get back around now. Right, I've got to try and turn my phone back round. There we go. Back to normal. Ooh, that's good. Oh, got one person on. Are you whoever's on? Right, hold on. So short. Oh yeah, we're on there. Right.
I'm not going to bother putting a chart on.
No, we don't put title on it, right?
No, I can't change that. There we are. I'll just call it Chat Neat. There.
Is that it? Right.
Yep.
Put the bottom down. Just crush it down.
Oh, my phone will fit.
Oh, no, it will. It will. It's in. It's a massive phone.
No, it's not. Well, it is. It's just the case.
Yeah, I'm getting a new one.
There we go.
We're off.
Oh,
Turn that a
Jesus.
bit like that. That's it. There we go. So we're on YouTube tonight and Facebook tonight. Great. Let's see if anybody just pop on. If you're on YouTube, drop us a comment. So, oh, we're live. That's my phone, not me.
So,
what?
Dog.
No, it's because they've got football on as well. Yeah, I was on. If you drop us a comment, I'm just trying to get comments on again because Facebook is horrendous. Oh, Tracy. Ooh. Right, let me try and see if any comments come up on that.
Help Colette. Help Ruth.
Oh, we've got comments. We've got comments.
Oh, it's a lucky night.
Good God.
I know
what's
exactly
going on?
why.
We're on YouTube as well. So if anybody prefers to watch on YouTube, we are on YouTube as well.
I'm just turning that up.
And I've got my glasses.
There you go. There you go.
You might take Dog out in the background. Don't worry. I'll put him downstairs with Jacob's watching. He's now watching Villa. So I wonder he's crying.
Oh, yeah.
So your back says good doing that. It's because we're on YouTube and we're on Facebook at the same time. So, hey up, Jill.
Hello.
And that's the voice from the.
It's David Dickinson. Hello.
What's the matter? Yes, I've got it. Where is it?
Up there, getting internet signal.
Oh, it's up there.
Because you couldn't see it.
Oh, yeah, we can see it now.
Hang on a minute.
Hey, Vera.
Hang on a minute.
I don't know what's going off now. Hold on. We've got alterations going off. Hi, YouTuber. I was on YouTube.
Does that look brighter?
That's better. Oh. Hope everybody's all right. That's how you do. Well, that dog crying because he's downstairs. Out, Stephanie.
Hello, Stephanie. God.
Oh, he's singing that dog.
I
would if I'd got to watch Villa, I'd be like that and all. Right, tonight, guys, we've got a fun night, I think. Hey up, Dad. Hope you're all right, Priscilla.
Real.
We'll be in contact soon for you know what, Priscilla. So this weekend, isn't it? So all right, trying to think where this week. Hey up, Denise. Hello, still trolling through the Dead Sea Scrolls. Oh my God, that's some reading. That's some heavy reading, isn't it? So this weekend we are starting our project. Can't wait. Out, Gemma.
Hey up.
Yeah, we are starting our project this weekend and into next week. We're going to be very, 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 very busy. Yeah, we're looking forward to it. It's going to be something different, isn't it, that we're going to be doing? But hey, that's what. So tonight, Ben's, I think it was Maureen that says, because it says, can you cover something? Can you cover? We've got some conspiracy to get into in a bit, which is going to be so funny. Can you cover children that remember the past life?
Oh,
So I
God.
don't-
And I've gotten to add to this as
So
well.
I don't know
haven't
what you call that. What would you actually call that? Is it past life regression for kids? Or
It's
is
like
it just,
yeah, it's just like a past life.
Denise,
thing,
especially
isn't
the cannon that makes your head spin. It's so, Pauline. Oh, Teddy can cry for England. I've been watching a podcast, and I can't remember the bloke's name, but I've got his book, and that makes your head spin. Oh, Jake. Okay.
Way up.
Okay. I've missed you today.
Way
I've
up, hang
been up to CK and scanning her ward, and she weren't there. She's hiding from me, I think. I think that's what goes off. Yeah, so we're going to talk about children that remember their past lives, what it could be, but then we've got some other stuff to talk about. Trust me.
We've got
Jake, stop on. This will blow your mind.
what a night.
What a night this is going to be. I'll tell you that. Well, we'll start with something serious, shall we, first?
Can
So,
we even do serious?
Oh, we've got people. Oh, Christine. Oh, Carol. So we've got people on YouTube and people on Facebook. So it's a good mixture. Hope you're all right, Jake. Hope you're keeping well. Hope family's all right. Right. So, do you want to explain? Because I think yours is on here. The Titanic one. So, do you want to explain
Can I
what?
just double check if that is the
Do you
right?
want to explain what it is? So basically, what is children that when they age like 3 and 4, when they, they're little kids and they shouldn't really remember or know stuff that
Well,
they know at that age.
once they're able to start like communicating.
Communicating. We've got. There's one where the child remembers being the Red Baron, remembers the controls on the plane, from World War One. Like his family names.
There are planes.
And the Red Baron was the pilot. I can't remember what his plane was called. All I know were Red.
The Red Baron.
Red Baron. He knows, the family, the history. They know everything. This is what we're on about. There's some great stories in here. Is that the one?
I think it could be the one.
Right. I'll let Ben start though. So carry on. I have a drink of water.
Right, here we go. So this is about a kid who, I think it was the late 90s, just before the famous Titanic film come out, and I think that was 1997, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I think this were about 1995-ish. This kid was really young.
Oh God! I see Carol's comment.
I remember dying on a motorbike in my last life. God.
Mate. Oh, we'll have a chat.
Right, so yeah, basically, from when he was able to start like speaking and things, he was remembering Titanic, and he'd talk about Titanic, draw pictures of Titanic. He'd have night terrors of drowning and everything else, and you're only like 3. And obviously his mum was like, well, how on earth can you know all this? He knew individual rooms in the Titanic. He knew people's names on the Titanic.
Yeah.
He knew the bloke who made it. He knew the captain's name.
Taking my shoes off. It's all right.
He knew how it sunk. He knew what time it sunk. He knew everything.
Denise he was a fighter race pilot, flew the Focke-Wulf. You don't want to be saying that to for a few, right?
Oh no, the cockerels fell.
The cockerels fell off. Pauline saw a story about that, and the child took them to where his body was buried, and they found the body. My God, that's unbelievable. Just put it behind you. Yeah.
The sacred cockerel.
I think that's the story. Years ago, I heard that one, but this one's a good one with. Oh, sorry, I took my shoes off. Sorry.
You ain't comfy.
There might be a pong now.
Ping pong.
Ping pong ball. Go on, carry on then. Sorry, I'm interrupting you.
Right, yeah. So here it goes. God, you weren't joking.
I told you.
When I was 12, I woke up with a distinct feeling of a rocking ship. I was laying in my bed and it felt as if I was on a rocking ship. I also got very claustrophobic, as if I was in a small room. That same afternoon, when I got home from school, I watched a history program about the Titanic. It was really odd. I was watching it all alone, and I was seeing footage with people I'd never seen before, but I remember their names. The narrator would tell the names a while after, and I was right. So basically, I was watching that and saying, "Oh, that's so and so," and then the narrator would say that, and he knew it was right.
Did he say that while the narrator was saying stuff? Though?
No, he was saying that before.
For the narrator, that's clever. Apparently, Denise could smell my feet from there. That's good. It's like cheese.
It's like when you go in Greg's.
With cheese, bro.
Right, here we go. Last year, I was attending a Titanic exhibition in Copenhagen, and I got this weird feeling when I walked inside. When I saw the reconstructions of the second-class cabins, I had this feeling. I had this feeling like I was on a rocking ship again. Claustrophobia bubbled up in me. Oh dear. And I felt really seasick.
Jump.
I hurried into the next room where I saw a piece of jewellery. I immediately knew that it was mine. This isn't the same person.
No.
I read the sign, and it said that the ring had belonged to one of the female second-class travelers. No, this is not the right one.
No.
Second-class travellers whose body had been found but not identified. There was no name. It was believed to have been an engagement ring, and now I kept getting the feeling that I belonged somewhere else. It's really odd. I know the things about the Titanic that I never would have been told, and I'm really afraid of closed spaces. When I saw the Titanic film, I began to freeze really badly. My hands have never been warm since that.
Blimey. So is that a different story to what you've
That's a different
you've
person.
heard a different one, haven't you?
Yeah, that's a different.
Got to explain
That's
that
a girl.
one. It weren't my feet, she's trumped.
Oh, Denise.
There you go.
Better out than him.
Better out than him.
Better out than
But
him.
you've heard a different one than that, haven't you?
Well, I explained about it, about
Yeah.
having night terrors, and just listen to that dog.
Oh, it can cry. It can cry.
But yeah, there you go.
Oh my God, Carol said she lost her left arm in the Middle Ages. Oh my word.
God, I mean, they do reckon you do have like multiple past lives, so you don't just have one. You can have.
But when's your
hundreds.
first one start?
Who knows?
So
Who knows?
Right, so you've just read that Titanic one.
Yes.
Right, this one is called My 3-Year-Old Grandson Recalls Past Life Death. One day, while myself and 2 others were having a conversation, my little grandson was behind us sitting on a step. I immediately stopped talking and listened to him because he was looking down in his lap and announced loudly, I died. I died in this house. I cried. Then he proceeded to rub his eyes with his 2 fists, like he was crying. I immediately got up and put him on my lap and proceeded to ask him, why did you say that? You're right here. He just wanted to get down and play. He wouldn't talk anymore. It appeared to me as if he had sudden a memory or just blurted that memory out loud to himself. He also acted very oddly one day while visiting a cemetery of a loved one. We were walking through the graves and came across a freshly buried gravesite. He pointed to it and asked about why it was different. I proceeded to explain someone must have been buried, that they had just died maybe. I will never forget how he backed away in fear immediately and started mumbling, died, hurt. It was about 1 year prior to the above incident. He was just learning how to talk. I have tried to gather more information from him, but he refuses to talk about it. So it is scary. I mean, children can, you know what I mean? See,
I mean, they do reckon that young kids have got a very obviously they always say, oh, kids have got an hyperactive imagination, and they say, oh, loads of kids have got every kid at some point had an imaginary friend.
Yeah.
But they reckon kids are just really open to spirits.
Yeah.
When you're a young age, your brain is open because it's, you're young. And
when you get a child at that age, 3, 4, that's remembering stuff like the fighter part, like the Red Baron, they can remember the controls. They can actually draw the controls. And like Pauline says, can actually remember where it was buried and went to the grave and took his mum to the grave at such an age.
Yeah, exactly.
There's something, isn't there? Absolutely, there is something. Do you want to read the next one?
Can do. Sorry, I'm just looking at comments and things on here as well.
Yeah, that's a
Mum's put, God bless that cockerel.
That cockerel. It's a good one, though, isn't it?
It's a good one.
It's a good cockerel.
on wheels.
I love cockerels.
Yeah, as well. Especially ones on wheels.
That one's shut up now, isn't it? So we're all right.
That one has, I know.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. So this one is, yeah. Oh, you read that one. It's the kindergarten. The kindergartner struggles with learning the alphabet. Not any kid, really.
Well, this is it. This is what I'm interested in. Because is it like past life, or is it just a
right? What do you mean?
I'm still struggling with my alphabet now.
It's true, he does. Right. So when my daughter was in, what are you doing
Rubbing
on
me
my
up.
carpet?
Oh, all right. Hold on. No. I've got some comments. I don't want to be said of comments. Denise thoughts. Maybe because they were a spirit not that long ago. Yeah, they probably they probably died recently in a past life. Like probably if they're 3, they probably died like 4 or 5 years ago, or something like that, Jan. So they can still remember. But But if they died that, you see, this child who can remember the Red Baron, this was in I think it was the late 80s, 90s. So you're looking a good 40, well, no, 40, God, what, 50, 60 years, probably. After, the Red Baron was about. So I don't know, but it's definitely something, Jan, that. Denise, when I took my son for his jabs, a nurse looked at him. I said, "You've been here before. You know too much." Yeah, that's a saying. It is a saying like that, isn't it? You know too much, you do. Yeah, when they're little. Right, yeah, carry on then.
Right, here we go.
I've got any more comments on there? No, we're all right.
Right, so yeah, when my daughter was in kindergarten, she had the hardest time with letters. Mixed up B's with V's, it's definitely like you.
It is, yeah.
And H's with N's, that's definitely you. You
me.
don't pronounce your H's.
I don't.
Like that.
Os.
The os.
Yeah, not that os.
Look at that hound.
That hound.
Look at that nice big house.
Yeah.
Her teacher didn't know how such letters could be mixed up, and neither could I until I was helping her read one night. She kept asking me what sounds the letters made. She kept saying, "I don't remember those." I showed her a H and asked her if she remembered that one. She nodded and said confidently that makes an N sound. She kept saying how she thought there was more letters. I asked her what kind of letters she thought they were, and she wrote them out. And they were like that, look.
Yeah, show YouTube and thingy.
Sort of that good.
So it's like that's like paganish, isn't it? That's like
paganish.
Paganish.
Look like ruins.
Well, you got pagan hunting now, you know.
Pagan
hunting. You got pagan hunting now. Yeah, there's pagan hunting.
Bit of pagan hunting.
Yeah, so the letters are a different way around. Jill's put.
It's like alien.
Is it possible the mother had read a book on the subject while she was carrying the child? It could have been, yeah, because you reckon that they can hear, because people talk to the babies, don't they?
Yeah, true. But I don't think the baby's going to be inside with a little notepad and pen going.
Yeah, but you don't know what their mind at that age, because the mind's growing into it, what absorbs. Well, it's true. You don't have to look at knowledge you've come out with. Listen to me.
I know. Right.
I know what you're saying, Jill. I know what you're saying.
She put, right, so there was more than that. So there's a lot more than just them. She says, I asked her where she learned those. Vlad taught me before he disappeared.
Oh, was that Vlad the Impaler?
It was Vlad.
Vlad the Impaler, I
Vlad.
reckon. It's not going to tell you, is it? It's not going to tell you. I bet it's Vlad the Impaler. That's the only Vlad I know.
Have you stapled this?
I have stapled
Or
it.
a job you've done?
To keep him in possible
So
condition.
she claimed he was her brother. She kept telling me that he disappeared, and the next day a man came and killed her family.
Oh dear!
And that's it.
They don't give it.
So
What
nobody
they
knows.
don't give you no ages, does it? Do you want me to read another one?
I'll do it.
Yeah, carry on.
4-year-old daughter asks to go home.
I don't like that run about work.
My daughter, what? You're a 4-year-old girl.
Please let me go home.
My daughter told me she wanted to go home. The end. Now, of course, I asked her where home was. She told me her family lived by the water before the waves came. I asked her what happened after the waves came. She told me quite frankly, I died. She quite often.
Got comment.
B&D are often around the wrong way for left-handed people.
Oh, right. Didn't know that. So
these waves came. She says, yes, she died. I died. She quite often draws pictures of waves and houses that she says she remembers. She often refers to me as Pa, and she says she wants to go home to her mare.
To a ma.
Mare. I don't. Yeah,
it's a ma. Yeah, to a ma. Denise, what's that? Denise put like the EastEnders theme tunes meant to calm some babies. I'll leave room if that comes on. Kay says Viking.
Yeah,
probably Vlad and Viking. That's a proper
Vlad's not a
Viking name. It's not a Nordic name, is it? I want to go to Nordics in a bit.
Wow.
You need a tin for that in a bit, I tell you. Do we read a couple? Yeah, I know what you're saying though. Vlad, I thought instant of Vlad the Impaler. You know what I mean?
Well, Vlad, that is Romanian, isn't it?
It's Romanian, that way on into Eastern Europe. Daughter describes Egyptian pyramids. My daughter used to dream about the Egyptian pyramids. It wasn't until the age of 8 that she truly could describe the inside of a pharaoh's tomb in great detail. She used to describe the wonder in the relationship between members of the royal family and their subjects. These included many female royals' secret discussions with their ladies' maids, and the battles between them and the other women and the pharaoh's affections. She vividly recalls conversations outside hieroglyphics held in secret between one female whom she describes as a goddess and their protector. You see, what do you call it? Egyptianologist. What do you call it?
Egyptologist.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, it's hard. Egyptians it's hard thing to understand, isn't it, with pharaohs and stuff. But then again, she's age 8, so could she have been learning about pharaohs at school?
I remember being, you know, much of Egypt.
Could that possibly be a thing?
I'm trying to think what hour
you were mad. You were mad on Egypt. Like, you knew everything about Egypt.
I think it must have been about 6 or 7 we started learning about it.
But then again, if she's discussing a discussion between a royal female and a maid, that won't be in history books, will it? That's going to be something that's private between 2 parties, isn't it? Anyway, another one. Brother says he misses his old mom. My brother, whom I have practically raised, told me about his past life when he was 4 years old. My little brother would suddenly blurt out that he missed his old mom. He would repeat this several times during the week. I would ask him what happened to his mom, and he would get sad and say that he missed his family because they died in a fire. He remembered walking across the street as the house was burning. A few months after that, we had the fire department called because of a small fire that was contained to our boiler room, and that the boy was so traumatized he didn't sleep for days. And any beeping sound similar to that of a fire alarm, and especially sirens or seeing the police or firemen, would scare him almost to death. At 7 years old, he has no memory of ever saying that to me, but occasionally he'll tell me that he can't wait for us to have a new family. It's so strange. Yeah, Maureen. It's so strange, isn't it? It's just trying to keep it real. Comment. Oh, right. I think we're there. Hi, Maureen. Yeah. Oh, look at the way I'm playing about there. Right. Daughter, remember? Can you say that word?
What?
Yeah. Daughter remembers drowning. Do apologise for anybody's thing. Several years ago, when my daughter was about 3 or 4 years old, she approached me while I was reading a card sent by a family member. The picture on the front was a watercolour reproduction of a little boat on a lake. She pointed to it and said, "I've been on a boat like that." I said, "Really?" No, she'd never been out on any boat. She said in a somber tone, "Yeah, I died there. I know my mouth must have fallen open." So I asked her to explain what she meant. She said, I was in the boat, hit my head and fell in the water. I kept falling and falling, but then I went to God. She raised her arms up in the air and looked up. I was speechless. I got the chills all over. She's now 12 years old and has no memory of what happened that day, but I do. She does boating and has no fear of it. So is it something that a child has when they are younger? You know, when they, like when you...
It's almost like a fresh memory.
You know, when your mind's... that's it, I think.
All right.
Yeah. You know, when your mind's... That's only a few I know of.
You've wasted. I love how you've bothered to
I didn't even know they were on there.
3 pieces of plain paper together.
It's good.
Good effort. But...
Good. Have we got comments on YouTube? I can't see them. Have a look.
I've got no new ones yet.
My son and I are both-handed. I'm
both-handed?
Both-handed. It means you can write with your left and your right hand.
Oh.
I'm both-footed. Okay. Like football, I'm good at. Well, I'm left and right foot.
I'm both nostrils. I can smell through both nostrils.
Both nostrils. That's about it. But yeah, so what's people's thoughts? Do people believe in that?
I think it's.
I think Maureen. She messaged me with. I'm looking at. Sorry, Maureen. That's got blanked up. We've missed it. But has anybody had an experience of being a child and having a vivid memory like that? Have you ever had any memories?
That's fantastic. Has anybody had an experience of being a child?
No, vivid memory of a child. A vivid memory of a child.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I had that weird one there, but
yeah.
When I reckoned me and Mum were in a car crash when I was a kid.
Yeah, red car.
And no one can remember.
Your mum's had a red car, but she never had a car crash. Well, not in that one.
I can remember it perfectly.
Right. And it was like a little red car, weren't it?
Yeah.
As well?
And it was Mum driving, and it were in
It's no
Really
surprise
did
about a
that.
crash.
Oh.
Your mum driving.
No.
Hey, there we go. Hey. So yeah, I thought we'll just cover that a tiny bit. Denise, I am both. Oh, both footed. I just have to open my mouth and change them. I am both footed, and I just have to. I don't get that. I probably do.
You've confused him.
You've confused me.
It's only Tuesday night, and you've confused him.
Ambidextrous.
Ambidextrous.
But you wouldn't have been able to
yeah.
say it. What are you trying to say, Carol? What are you
Say
trying to
it.
say? Ambidextrous.
No, you have said it wrong. Ambidextrous.
Ambidextrous.
No,
Ambidextrous.
ambidextrous.
Ambidextrous. There you say. I hope Jan's got a comment.
Ale.
I'll look at comments and read Jan when this. It's
really
really
interesting.
it's an interesting subject,
It
isn't
is.
it? I mean, you've done a past life yourself, haven't you?
Yeah, I can talk about it if you wanted people to know about it. I can do.
And then we'll get on to
I'll
some
do
other
it. I'll
stuff.
cut it brief as I can. But when you go on YouTube, it were a couple of years ago now. I was looking sort of into it because I've always wanted to do one, and it's one of them ones you can find on YouTube. And it's like I think it were an hour long. I thought there's no way I'm going to be able to sit still with my eyes shut with ADHD for an hour.
No,
But I give it a go,
yeah,
and I thought I'd got my eyes shut for 10 minutes. It turns out I'd done it for 40 minutes.
that's good.
And in that time, I'd found out that I was alive. I'm going to have to Google this because I want to tell you. Hang on, I'm searching. Does anyone else do this? Search Google in Google.
I'll search Google.
When you're in Google, you search for Google.
I'll search anything in Google, mate.
It was
Google.
so
Google.
I lived in the. I will tell you in a second.
Yeah.
There we are.
Oh.
Right. So I lived on the edge of a woodland on top of this sort of hill with a woman who would have been my wife and a kid that would have been my daughter. And my name, what I'd got in my head was Joseph something or other. I can't remember now. It was Joseph Summer.
You wrote it down, didn't you?
I wrote it all down. And my wife was called Elizabeth. And my kid was called Isabel or Jezebel. It were a weird name. Not a weird name, but it were a different name. And obviously we were very sort of poor. I was a hunter. And I was good, obviously, like with bow and arrow, like archery. So I used to go and hunt food and stuff. Which I actually ended up getting in trouble for because I probably weren't allowed to do it. So basically, I'd go into the woods and hunt animals for food and clothing.
Yeah.
And we lived in like this round stone house with like I can't really tell. It was like a wooden thatched roof. It was only like one room inside with a little fire in there.
Yeah.
We've got a little bit of a garden, like a wall. It was only little, and it was on top of the thing. And I got two men took me away.
Yeah.
And I got dragged into these cells with other men in there. And I just remember it being dark. They were quite damp.
Mm.
It
was just like a dream when you're doing it.
No, I got it was just coming to my head.
Yeah.
And it was all stone. It was damp, cold, and there were about 5 or 6 other men in there. And then I remember being in a church, getting dragged into a church, which I weren't happy about. I was getting blessed. And the next minute, I'm in this battle, basically, as an archer. And I'm thinking, right, what? Because on the video, she's like, oh, what day is it? What year is it? What are you wearing? The date I got in my mind was 1321. And I thought, that's quite specific.
It's a long time ago, that.
And it turns out, obviously, I thought, right, it feels like I'm in the north of England. I wasn't told that. I felt like I was somewhere north of England. And I thought, so I said, right, I'm in a battle, 1321, north of England. Let me see if there's any battles happened. And it turns out there was a battle in 1321, 1322 called the Despencer War.
It's a long battle, then, all right. Oh, just a war. It's a long war, all right, a year.
No, and it was I'm on Wikipedia here. It was a baronial revolt against Edward II of England, led by the Marcher Lords Roger Mortimer and Humphrey something. The rebellion was fueled by opposition to Hugh Despencer the Younger, the royal favourite. So basically, it was a battle in the north of England and it was the year, and I got the year right. And I'm mad on history, and I've never heard of this battle. So obviously, you can imagine how shocked we were.
Where was it set? South from Wales.
I mean,
Where was the battle? The war? Because you said you felt like you're.
It felt like it's in the north of
country.
England. So
I think that's Wales, isn't it?
Edward was unable. Edward is able to take advantage of a temporary peace to rally more support on the campaign in southern Wales, culminating in the victory battle. In the victory at the Battle of North of England, yeah, in March 1322.
Ooh.
And I didn't die in that battle. I remember being alive a few years after, I think like 1326 or 27. I didn't get killed. I must have been dragged away for the archery skills.
So is that where it was?
Better than Robin Hood.
We're no good at darts.
I'm no good at darts, so I can't.
Well, that's good. I mean, that's one thing, isn't it?
Interesting.
I like to have it done properly. Right, got some more comment. Oh, Susan.
Oh, Susan.
You're right, but wow. Yeah, like I say, Ben did that himself. If I did that, I'd probably sleep. If I did that, I'd be thinking about aliens and which I'm going to get to in a bit.
I managed to sit and focus for that amount of time.
Yeah.
But it was good because, like I said, I wrote it all down. I can still remember that. I can still see the picture perfect. Crystal clear in my head.
It's weird. I've never had. Has anybody had that done? What's it called? Past life regression. Has anybody speak to him in the shop, don't he? And he says everybody's had like 2 or 3.
He reckons that you. He reckons this happened to me as well. He reckons this bloke that I was a woman quite a few times in past lives.
Yeah, because you're a male now, and if you have it in past life, don't mean you're going to be a male again.
No.
Can you be an animal?
I don't know. That's a good question.
What a human being animal?
No, he reckons I were a woman quite a few times in past lives.
Weird,
and he reckons that you can choose your parents as well.
You can choose your parents?
Apparently.
What, in your past life? You can't choose your parents who we know now.
As you're going
you couldn't choose us, but you could choose.
As you're,
I know when you're going back, no wonder. Yeah, I know what year you're going back. And
I really don't know.
And if you do past life, can you go back in time? Can you like live in a different time period that happens?
Well, I don't know. I don't know how it works.
Try archery, Ben.
I've done archery before, but that was years ago. I would like to definitely try it again.
Oh, thank you, Susan. Thank you, Susan. Thank you very much. We do try. We're very trying.
We really do.
We are trying. But there is hopefully not just this coming the next couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. And I can't say we have got the project. We are starting the project, so we are going to be very busy. You have to bear with us, but we are hopefully going to have a new investigation on YouTube. But we've got something else happening which we can't say at the moment. It's certainly quite big, isn't it? Really, nothing. It's nothing paranormal. Nothing to do with paranormal world. It's something big, and that's going to happen next week, couple of weeks. And when that's happened, we will
come back to normal.
We will fill you in eventually, but it's something private. It's exciting. It's not to do with paranormal. So there we go. So, right, Ben.
Oh God.
Ben's apparently got a conspiracy.
I do.
First of all, can I just say, Katy Perry going into what does people think of Katy Perry going into space?
Nothing.
Well, I'm not. Yeah, but has anybody seen that space thing?
It's
Come on, somebody
must have seen
the space. You know what? The most concerning bit of that is me.
Go on.
If anybody, I want to see if anybody's seen it first. Everybody see it? The space launch yesterday.
I think it was
yesterday. If anybody's seen it, where I don't know who went up. There were Katy Perry, a few other. We were all women crew that went up. Apparently,
I've had no training. You're supposed to have years of training before you go up, but they've had
no training. Oh, we've got some comments. Hold on. A bit like Deja Vu. Yeah. Jill, right. Jan.
She should have stayed.
Yeah. The only thing I'm questionable, 2 things I'm questionable about with it, right? One, when I watched the launch, it looked like CGI to me. It didn't look well. Yeah, seeing a picture of the ladies in blue. Look, thank you, Ruth. I just hope they wasn't wearing heels because there's some concerning things. Ruth's what in my opinion, the launch looked fake. But the most worrying thing I want to know is when the person invented that spaceship, what was he thinking, or what was he looking at, and is it sponsored by Ann Summers? That's all I'm
It's a
saying.
weird shape.
If anybody's seen it, you know what I'm on about.
Cosmic filth.
I tell you, cosmic filth. It's cosmic filth. I bet going up there, I bet God will like that. Oh my God, Ann Summers delivery's coming. Because that's what it looked like.
It's a weird shape. Cosmic filth.
It did look very suspicious. To me, it didn't look real. Just so there was first time we were happy with what he did up there. But like I say, if it happened,
But the thing is, realistically,
would anybody volunteer to a rocket like that?
I wouldn't.
I don't think they went.
Not that shape, especially.
I'm not getting out that shape. When it went up, apparently, I'm going to use the word apparently that happened. I don't think it was right anyway. But they only went just in the atmosphere. But they weren't wearing spacesuits, no oxygen, doing nothing. And they came down with a wallop. You see it land? It come down like it was it must drop his wallet. It was that heavy. Bang. Dust everywhere. And they got out all happy.
So you got a wallet that shape?
I don't know. But the door did fall off, apparently. When you look at the video, the door fell off and pushed it back on. I don't know, but I won't get a spaceship. Cosmic Filth is a good name.
It's Cosmic Filth.
Cosmic
For
Filth.
a band. Cosmic Filth.
Cosmic Filth. Yeah, hey, good
Bit of-
new
bit-
band, man.
bit of
Cosmic Filth.
Psychedelic doom metal.
Yeah.
Filth.
It did look a bit dodgy. The shape. I can't show you the shape. Oh, I can. If nobody's seen the shape of the ship, I would. No, it's a spaceship.
If you say so. The most concerning thing, well, yeah. You're
What were it
supposed,
called?
to have special training.
Spaceship Carrie Perry went in.
Can't believe you've just Googled it like that. Search it again. Just search it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, get rid of that and just search it again.
Why? Spaceship Katy Perry went in. I wasn't even pressing it. Yeah. The spaceship Katy Perry went in. Right. Go. Yeah.
Oh my God, look at it.
Right. Are you ready, guys? If nobody's seen the rocket, I'll show you two first. That's the rocket. I'm sorry. You ready? That's the rocket. Hey, it's Cosmic Filth.
Cosmic
I
Filth.
just can't. I think for a Mickey Tech, be quite honest. I think for a Mickey Tech, rocket.
You're supposed to have.
Flight. Denise, you bit the nail on the end
You're
there.
supposed to have, though, aren't you? Years of astronaut training.
Yeah,
apparently,
but
they
I
had.
think-
Apparently, they had nothing.
I think what it is, I think it's because it's they've done it before where they flew into the atmosphere, out over and back in.
That's not space, is it?
Yeah, but you hit the edge. But is it the Bluebird?
That's like
Or the
driving.
Blackbird?
That's like driving to Grimsby, but just going around edge and going right with bin.
Well, that's but that's what
Yeah.
you do it to Grimsby. We drive that edge. I don't know. I just saw Tom's left in the boat from Grimsby. Maybe. Hey dear. Anyway, but I think it's the Blackbird, the spy plane that
what
flies
shot?
on the edge.
What brand did you say the rocket wear?
Not me what brand.
What brand did you say? All the brands available.
All the bands available. But yeah, I think it's the Blackbird, the spy plane that flies on the edge of the. They have to have oxygen mask, G4 suit. They've got nothing. They've got little fancy jumpsuits. And also, Ben, yeah, the badge.
The badge.
The badge.
Yeah, the badge.
Right, what's
Yeah.
it called? Can you find it?
Search that.
What?
Oh,
What?
that's what you searched.
The badge.
No, just the thing you've just
I haven't done yet.
go on. Just scroll down till you can see a picture of. No. No, you can't see it there. Oh, you talk,
Well,
I'll look.
yeah, there's something strange about the. But is it a delayed April? It could be. I don't know. It just seems a shape of the ship and everything like that. And I don't know. And when you look at it, it's like, look at the badge upside down. And what does this look
So-
like?
This is. Oh, God.
We'll show you two in a second, guys.
So this. that's a picture of the badge. Zoomed in. People's pointed out, well, what does it look like when you turn it upside down? Looks like the.
It looks like the devil.
It looks like
The
that I've got on my wall
Yeah.
there.
don't put my card on it. Fell off.
There you go, you two. Finish exclusive look.
No, we'll show it. Yeah. Yeah, it's just something. Just a conspiracy. Yeah, and if you turn it the other way around, it looks like
When you see it, though, you can't.
the devil. Yeah, it looks like something to do with satanic,
Looks like that.
satanic worship. But hey, right, you've got conspiracy for me as well, haven't you?
Yes.
Anybody's got conspiracy, throw it to me, 'cause I love.
Literally throw it at him.
Oh, Denise, you're brilliant.
Right, so I looked somewhere, I was watching YouTube.
Yeah.
And I saw something up, and I thought, right, hang on. I'm gonna click on it. Right, so it's got something to do with flat Earth. I told you, you got right excited.
Okay.
It's got something to do with flat Earth in it.
Yeah.
It's got the Bible involved, God
Yeah.
and all that sort of stuff. And I thought, right, let's have a look. And the title was "The Missing Book from the Bible."
Right.
I thought, let's watch
There's
it.
meant to be a couple of missing books from the Bible.
There's allegedly, but I've heard of some of them. but
Dead
I've
Sea
never-
Scrolls that he's on about.
Yeah,
I think
but
that's
I've
it.
never heard of this one. So basically, what it's about is it's got something to do with the first bit, Genesis, where the world's meant to be created in 6 days.
Right, yeah.
They reckon though, the bit that was took out, they reckon that's actually edited. That was edited. There's something that came originally before it.
Right, yeah.
Oh God! Right, you've heard of a mathematical compass? Everybody knows what a compass is.
Yeah.
What's
Oh, what? Sorry, a compass. What is a compass?
Yeah.
Compass is what you find your direction. You can
No,
go off
a mathematical compass.
I got that. It's got maths. I'll
Show you.
I don't do maths or anything like that.
Mathematical.
No. Compass. This is the book. Sorry, I weren't listening. I already gone down.
One of them.
Yeah, compass. Yeah. You,
And what do you do with them?
you do tattoos in class.
Mandala flower. No.
You do
Right,
that?
look.
Sorry, no.
You do
Any kids
circles.
watching? No, we don't do that.
You do circles.
Circles
don't
with them, you do. Yeah, yeah.
Right. So they thought, right,
You do too much. Don't miss the comments.
you'll see what you'll start clicking together. So they reckon one of them compasses are actually much older than you think.
Right.
Now they reckon that God created some sort of. Well, people say, well, how could he have made how could he have just, gone, oh, I'm going to, a bit of wishy-washy, and gone,
I'm
And
going
then
to
the
tell you all
world
this in a
appears.
minute.
and then the world appears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't think it went abracadabra alakazam.
It's 7 days. It was 7 days, weren't it?
I'm not sure, but people think he must have had a tool.
Yeah.
So, right. They reckon, it sounds daft, but they reckon he must have had a device which was like a compass.
Yeah.
And he must have done, I don't know how he'd have done it, I think it were, but he reckons that he must have done that and created a round world. Right? And when you drew
That way.
when you do a compass, if you drew a circle on there,
Yeah.
what dimension is it?
If I draw a circle on there,
Yeah.
it's horizontal.
What is it? 3D, 2D?
It's
2D.
2D.
Flat.
It's flat.
Flat.
Not like 3D. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he had a. They call him a compass.
He calls me.
Which he drew. He made the planet.
Yeah.
It was flat, and he started putting things on it. So that's where they reckon the flat Earth originated.
Yeah.
Now they reckon it was called.
Don't tell him I know what's coming.
Go on.
I know what's coming. He had an
Go on.
air valve and then. And it blew it up like a bench ball and it turned into a globe.
No.
No, all right,
You reckon?
all right.
The very early people, I don't know, who wrote whatever.
That's another page.
But they reckon
Sorry if
it was.
anybody-
They reckon
sorry.
it was called before it was called the Book of Genesis. It was called the Book of Compass,
Right.
and that is what. They reckon the Vatican's got it,
Right,
and
yeah.
it's the actual. They reckon it's the real, genuine.
So are they
explanation.
saying then now, are they saying that the world is flat then?
That's what it. That's what they reckon.
Because in
And that's why they've got it. They did it.
Yeah.
And they're not revealing it. People go, oh, man.
Because
So
in the-
flat Earth.
yeah.
Do
Because
you know
in
what I
the Bible, they do
Mm.
mention, is it the firmament that meant to go on top, what's it called? It goes across top of there. compass. I'm thinking, sorry guys, we'll get them.
I got a clue.
Right.
Whoopee cushion.
The book of giants.
Yeah, no, it was called. They reckon it's called the Book of Compass, and it's so basically the world is flat,
Yeah.
and God used a compass, and that's why Christians really cherish.
And this is to get Christian. Everybody.
No, it's not.
against
This is
Christian
why
identity,
Christians
that.
love the mathematical instrument of compass
Yeah.
because they think it's a holy instrument, and that's why.
Oh.
Because with the primary school I went to,
Yeah.
was a Christian.
Yeah.
It
Well,
wasn't.
yeah, there's a lot.
It wasn't a Christian thing, but
It's
it
a
was.
Church of England school.
Yeah, and we all was taught how to use a compass.
Yeah.
And even they said it's a really old.
I've
technique.
never heard of that. That's interesting. I've never heard of that.
They reckon that every church has got a compass. Do you know how they've got all the different?
Yeah.
They reckon there's always a compass in there.
When you look at a pack,
So-
you get your pack. It's always got a compass in it, hasn't
Oh
it?
yeah.
Ruler, or rubber. Carol's put. What about gyroscope? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like I say, there's mention of like a shield over the earth in the Bible. It's just a different thing, isn't it, with flat earth? I mean, flat earth, like I say, people don't call me a flat earth. I'm not.
You are.
But it's just so interesting, the argument for it and against it. And I like to listen to podcasts.
What do you reckon
for
about
and
that?
against it.
I
About
can't
what?
believe you've not heard of that.
That I've never read that. I've known they've apparently got books that's they've got books. Apparently they've got books. The Bible's massive, apparently. I don't know. I know it's got the Old Testament, New Testament, Old Testament. Well, apparently there's a lot more books in that.
The very first book.
The very first book
Before
is
it's called the.
So you know Genesis then, and if they read that, that's completely against what book of Genesis is. Harry created it then. So
Yeah.
did they alter the Bible then
There weren't even Adam and Eve.
to fit?
There were
to
no
fit
Adam and
that?
Eve.
Yeah.
There were no Adam and Eve. It would literally. I don't know a lot about it, but they know that from what
Oh,
was
that's
recorded of it,
I tell you, I'd love to get it back again. Love to get it back.
the world was flat.
Yeah.
There was no Adam and Eve.
Yeah.
So where did
Tennis because about Vatican, weren't there? The Vatican
got the big
actually,
telescope?
yeah, they hold the world's most powerful telescope. And does anybody know what that telescope? Does anybody know what they've called it? Somebody might know on here. I've
What?
told you what
You
it's
told
called.
me.
I've told you, but it's the most powerful telescope, and it's a word, and it's a word that wouldn't associate. Well, you probably would in a way.
But it wouldn't.
Stephanie's Port. That's a really good theory. It is. It is a good theory.
It's-
I
I think
think
it's
it's
really-
that.
I've never heard of it.
I know there were books. I know there were missing books.
The Book of Compass.
I'm going
Yeah.
to search that. It's called. I don't know what it's called now. I don't remember.
What the name of the telescope?
Yeah,
Lucifer.
Lucifer. The telescope they've got is called Lucifer, and it's the world's most powerful telescope the Vatican has got. So I'll go to my one now, should I?
Go
Are you
on.
ready?
They're not as good as
Right.
that.
So, what up, Denise? Is it where all? If we are all descended from Adam and Eve,
Mm.
who had two sons, how did they create the human race?
Well, this is what now I reckon the Book of Compass would have. Well, they reckon now that humans developed from animal from. Eve reckons it went fish, mermaid, man.
Fish, mermaid, man. Yeah,
But
no
basically-
mermaids are mad,
Basically, they would have. There were no Adam and Eve. They reckon it could have been our animal, from an animal to an ape person.
yeah. Right.
Right. So that's how they reckon that they're guessing.
Yeah.
That's how humans would have been created in the Book of Compass.
Blimey. That's so interesting, isn't it? I was baptized by Lucifer.
Well, do you know what?
These questions
do you know what?
for Denise.
No. Do you know what Lucifer means?
One.
Light bringer.
Your blight bringer. You see, this is what we've been looking at demons, haven't we? Demonology and stuff like that. And the demons are actually bad people. The demons are
People.
They say the ancient gods, like from Atlantis, like really back.
It's from all over.
From all over. They're not actually evil spirits, they're actually old gods. So, like I say, religions, cults, that will put their own spin on anything like that, won't they?
Mm.
That's the thing. Right,
As,
so,
as nobody heard.
I know as Vicar Grimsby, known as Vicar Grimsby.
Lucifer.
Oh, Lucifer.
No, that's
If
Greece.
it's Lucifer down at church, what are you saying, man?
No, nothing. Right, anyway. Ryan, how's you and Beck? We're good, thank you,
Thank
Ryan.
you very much, Ryan. How are you? Are you okay, Ryan? You're better than what your football team is at the minute. Sorry. I had to get that in. Not your football team you play for. What about Man United? Oh, me and Ryan. We had a bit of banter, me and Ryan. We're all right. So, yeah. I at the weekend, I've got I put my foot up on the phone and put YouTube on, and I watched a podcast called Danny Jones podcast. Nobody's ever seen Danny Jones. He's very good. He has different types of people on, different theories on stuff, but they're all basically very touchy conspiracy things, if you know what I mean. They're very on the border of stuff. I can't remember the gentleman's name. I will find it out for you. Hold on. 1 second. 1 second. I will find out. I can't remember the name. I've got
The Book of Compass.
No. That's it. Right, yes. Jason, how do you pronounce that? Georgiani. Jason George.
Was it George?
Could be Jason Georgiani or Jason
Where's he from?
Georgiani. He's American. He's a philosopher, PhD student, everything like
Ryan
that.
said, "Oh, you be careful there."
No, we
Tell him, Ryan.
We're just trying
Tell him, Ryan. Go on, tell him.
So he has been, I think he's been disowned by universities for his theories and stuff. But basically, what he's saying is, and this is going to get really, bear with me, rough outline.
Do I need for that?
You might go in a bit. You might need a line that and not room. So basically, millions of years ago, we did. A race lived on Mars. As people know, if you intend to back out space or that, you will know that they have now found nuclear components on Mars in the stone of the dust. There must be some kind of nuclear blast. What that nuclear blast was, don't know, war, meteorite, or anything. Apparently, people lived on Mars 100 million years ago. There was a nuclear disaster, so they had to find another planet to go and live on. Now, the only closest planet they had was Earth, but apparently it was very unstable. So, 60 to 70 million years ago, that's when the dinosaurs were about. And this was about the time when they were looking for a new planet.
This sounds a lot like.
So they had to stable the planet for now. So what they did, they created a big spaceship, transport people from Mars to Earth and put it in orbit, what we know as the moon. Now, apparently the moon, he said, they all evacuated onto this moved into Earth's rotational thing. It settled it all down. But the other problem they got to get rid of the dinosaurs because they couldn't live on the Earth because dinosaurs there weren't safe. So he says that they created some kind of weapon, which we now know as a meteorite, and wipe the dinosaurs off the planet Earth. So they actually move on to Earth. And that's where he reckons we come from as a species. We actually come from an alien race. So yeah, basically, what do you think about that bit?
It sounds a lot. So basically, saying that they're on Mars.
You see,
they're on Mars.
Yeah.
They're a nuclear disaster.
Yeah. Whatever, for a war.
And Mars became uninhabitable.
Yeah.
So they looked for a new planet, and the next one was there.
Sounds
a lot like
It does a bit. It does a bit.
because they're on
Yeah.
Mars.
Yeah.
It would
Yep.
right. Well, we put away. So obviously, when they came to it, they just take the ball.
So yeah, basically, so that's what it was. But he was saying on, and Danny Jones pushed him about the moon theory. Is that a ball?
Yes,
Sorry, I was, well, yeah. So he pushed around the theory about the moon. I always say when he
Yeah, look, a Catholic's guide. Bible, Bible, a Catholic's guide to navigate in the scriptures.
Ooh, let's have a look at that. So he says, what about people landing on the moon? You know, Armstrong, etc. And he says, yeah, they did land on the moon, right? That's where I disagree with him. So I don't. That's where I disagree with. I don't think they land on the moon. But that's everybody's opinion. He suggests there was a war and the original moon was destroyed. There's another life form of reptiles that's on the ground. Ooh, that's another conspiracy. That is. Yeah, so basically, when they land on the moon, apparently there is lost footage that the Chinese have seen and that saying that I don't know if Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, were saying you're watching from the edge of the crater and we don't know what the big, tall, big people in the mines who was being fed from the mines telepathically of go away, leave us alone, kind of like a warning not to go back. And he reckons that's why we've not gone back.
I always
Right.
thought, well, if you can go, it was meant to be 1960. How much technology?
And they've never got back
Now,
out
could
there. Metals perhaps. Correct.
Could
So
be.
the Chinese flew around the dark side of the moon, apparently, out there also, or the telescope, and they reckon 5 pictures of the city from the dark side of the moon. Massive cities.
Very dark.
Yeah, well, then Danny says, well, what gravity? Because the moon ain't got gravity.
See you later,
Um,
Carol.
See, Carol, thanks for the not got gravity, but well, I didn't know this. I can't remember what it's called. It's called the Cunans on the moon. So part of the moon has actually got a gravity pull. That's why I sat at to go a long way around also get sucked onto the moon has got a gravity, and he reckons the craters on the moon are all the same depth. And never deeper than what they're all the same. And he reckons that's where the sources. That's where the sources were. Yeah, that's where the sources were. The spaceships to get them to Earth. To get them to Earth. So you reckon from Mars, from an alien race, which is quite possible. But it's got another theory as well.
That's not an interesting book.
Yeah. Something to think about. Oh, I heard that. There's a song. So listen to this,
Yes.
right? Now, then he went on to different subjects. I thought that subject was quite good.
Can I just say?
Yeah.
I heard a theory somewhere that the moon was on Earth like millions and millions of years ago. An asteroid hit, which broke the Earth off. And then obviously the gravity has formed it back into a ball. That part of the Earth has just gone all barren, which is why there's nothing on it.
Yeah.
Nothing. And obviously Earth has formed again.
All right.
And then obviously thousands of years.
He did say as well that other galaxies have got their moons, but they're not as bright. They're like spherical. Yes. As the moon is perfect, and they reckon all the moons are like egg-shaped and they change with
Just
gravity.
is it Saturn or Jupiter? One of the planets has 2 moons. Which?
I think that rocket might have been going somewhere like that.
Hey, yeah,
hey,
well,
hey. Cosmic Bell. Yeah, I don't think what.
I'm sure it's one of the planets, Saturn or Jupiter. It's got 2 moons.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
I don't know which.
See, if it weren't for our
It's true.
moon,
One of them does
yeah,
have 2 moons.
they
but I
reckon
don't
it
know.
pulse in and out and move and like tides of the.
I'm pretty
yeah,
sure-
put it there.
I'm pretty sure they'll come into orbit with the tractor.
It's not on the moon. I don't know. It's
might
meant to be a
have been at one
spaceship,
point.
though. Jan. It's
No,
meant to be a
No,
spaceship.
Star
Oh,
Wars.
that's right.
The rest- when
Ryan's
you-
got a comment. Read your comment a minute, Ryan. 1 second.
Well, I've got a question for you guys. Listen, I've been experiencing years. Is that normal? Or because I feel like I'm being stored.
Oh, yeah, it probably is. It's probably just. Sometimes you get those feelings where you're being watched, right? I don't think you're so worried about it.
No, honestly.
Nothing to worry about, mate. At all. I don't know if you feel like you're being watched all the time. Sure. Yeah, we've got all snaps out there. This is good, but
Well, it's never in a perfect circle. Lover.
moon.
That's how the moon sometimes is bigger and smaller.
Smaller, yeah, because it's closer to Earth. Yeah, so that's what 2 seconds. Now, the pull-up now, are you ready for this?
No.
This leads into phones, computers. Saturn has got 2 moons.
I can't tell.
You can't
There we
tell.
go. One of the planets has got 2 moons. I'm sure it has.
It's not saying. It's
Mars.
Mars
Mars
has
is
got
2 moons.
That's weird.
Phobos, and
Right. Takeaway.
both are thought to be
Well,
captured
it's from
asteroids.
Phobos and a piece from Deimos. Yeah, so right. So he reckons that there's going to be an apocalypse in about 200 years' time.
Oh, where are we?
Yeah, but where do you reckon that apocalypse is coming from? Where would you think the world would end? Anybody, where would you think how the world would end?
Getting sucked into a hole.
Not quite.
I think they're all capable of trying to settle.
Well, he reckons we are in a black hole. He reckons we are traveling
heard
through a
that
black
before.
hole now,
I've
yeah.
heard that before.
And another interesting thing. Before the world, the world 2000,
The year 2000.
yes, every human was on Earth, lived on Earth, right? From 2000, there's people that don't live on Earth. They live on the space station. There's always someone on the space station, so not every human being is on Earth. I think that's just a creepy fact. But I don't know. Just Trump, China. Trump. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. No, he reckons that, right. So, what on the computer now and on your phone now, what are you doing?
What am I doing?
What you doing? Well, what's happening? What's happening to your computer and your phone? Oh, China, Shredder's China. It's going to be part of it. Data is going to your computer. Right? So you download data on your phone, you download data on your data in skyboxes, boxes, data everywhere, right? He says, right, I had thought, now this don't sound bad, listen, if you've got all the data around the world at the moment saved on people's hard drives, phones, everything like that, and weighed it, right? How much would it weigh? Well, what's airway? Nothing.
Yeah.
You thought that, wouldn't you? There's that much data collected now, it would weigh over 1 kilogram. And that's something that don't weigh nothing. There's that much of it, it's actually starting to weigh something. Right? So it's how the technology's going, and it's getting worse. So it's everything's technology, everything, cars, everything. All the data going to these like clouds, like their house desert where they form them all, right? He reckons about 200 or 300 years with that much data, it's going to act as a magnet. And the core will actually call from the Earth, cause earthquakes, volcanoes, pole shifts, because there's that much. Because he says, you're like the dark matter in the universe, it's actually data from other beings. It's like data. He reckons we're an hologram. Data, yes, data. How he explained it was, you know, when you see an hologram, a decent hologram,
Yeah.
like the one at Michael Jackson on stage and all that.
That's in the sky.
Yeah, you've got to fire a laser at the hologram, right? And if you if you don't, it's just swells. You've got to have something that makes the picture. And he reckons the dark matter that's in the universe is what fires and makes us see such things, makes us live in the hologram. But he reckons the data is going to get that much, it's going to destroy the Earth. What do you reckon that's there?
Gobbledygook.
I think it's scary. If you,
I mean,
you weigh something now, there's that much of it, it actually starts to weigh a kilogram. What?
Yeah.
No, but you think you don't weigh nothing. You stop weighing nothing. You shouldn't weigh nothing. That much of it now, it's starting to weigh. And it's magnetic, and it's going to draw. And the rest this is why it started. It's very, the stuff I watch, guys, is unbelievable. Who owns Zuckerberg, whatever his name is. Okay, thanks.
Second advice, as it's because I made the devil a negative stuff. I did a long time ago. I told him to stop. Leave me alone. How do I make it stop?
Yeah, I don't know about that one, Ryan. I don't know. Is it the Man United devil? What a joke. I don't know. I don't know what you mean. I don't know how you did that, but you've got to drop us a private message. We'll have a look. But I'm about to put you right way, mate. How much? Well,
Jan, if it's one of his,
it could be a stone.
it can go anywhere from an ounce to several kilograms to tons, maybe.
Tons.
It just depends.
If it follows
It depends how faint it makes you feel.
Yeah,
that's
what I want.
Yes.
So
you notice when you're driving in the car, it's quite low. But then when you start, then it comes up a bit. So the way
it's dimensional.
Yeah.
I will thought. You probably lose weight. His hair's coming out on you, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't know.
Has anybody got else to talk about before we are moving on? Has anybody got anything to talk about before we go to more conspiracy? I don't have any more conspiracy. I don't have any more conspiracy at all. I've told. If anybody else asks, what we're going to be doing this week, guys, is. All right.
Haven't it to anything?
No, I'm not.
Haven't it? Eat it.
What is it? It's just
not bite it.
What?
Shove it in your gob. Pour it in your mouth. Like a fish. Just in.
Adrian.
Yeah. Just eat it.
It's a strongman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
All right. Why?
Yeah.
Oh,
right, let me know in about 5 minutes. All right.
A minute.
It's just normal blood.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'll tell you. This week, we are going to be right. We're out on Thursday night. We're out on a pre-record for YouTube, aren't we, then, Jamal? Now, weather permitting. Jamal, no. Weather permitting, we're out on Friday. No, not Thursday. So hopefully, we're going for a live investigation on Friday. Saturday, we are meeting with the team to do the project, which you'll all be letting on in a bit. Start for the project. So hopefully Sunday, we'll have another live holiday. And we're going to see, we're going to play it by ear what goes off from that week. Like I said, we've got an event happening, and we've just got to flow with it, we've got to roll with it. That was such a nice Thursday. That's good. That's and it's basically and loves it.
I love it.
Absolutely loves it. And I'll put some stuff on what do you call it? You can have a quick chat about them, I suppose. I'll ask you. People have commented on. What do you think about teams? Yeah. They only get activity for pages.
So teams.
So
only
say
get-
that we went out, like we did on Friday. I mean, we've got the robot. We've got the robot move. Robot move.
The
now.
robot.
But you go out, and you don't get after it. You go out, you put this in the face. Oh,
Easy. Yeah.
yeah, win it. Sounds great. Yeah, it's a good thing.
Should be good.
What's people's thoughts on sharing locations? People have been on Facebook and message. I can message that, can't I? So, what's people's thoughts on sharing locations? I think it's fine. I think
you should do
I
that.
think sometimes when you're there, you know, when you are there, and you don't want anybody coming around tomfoolery, you get quiet until you finish.
Yeah, fact of the day. Do you know where tomfoolery originated?
No.
Oh,
Well, good tell me.
no, I'll tell you in a second.
I'm trying to find me. I can't find my question.
You
Here
do
we
this
are.
first.
Right. Yeah. No, so I thought, why do you think it is the most priority share location? So, paranormal proof 600 a follow. Love the guy. Most of you, the excuse, the locations get trashed. The problem is they are going to get trashed if you share it or not. Some people are just using it as an excuse not to share. I know also locations from me, I will just share it. I don't own the location where I should. I not share it. Jason's put, I find some teams like to think if they stay quiet, it helps give them exclusive. I think it's wrong. I'm happy to tell others where we went and what we found. That way it helps build relations. But when I go investigating, I like to do as much research about the site as I can. And I says, probably can see this, some sense in this, especially. I do agree with this a bit. Right? Because if folks start turning up and building rules, it's good for no one to use. However, they should use it as a gatekeeper. Yeah, I get what Maggie's thought. If it's a road laid by, they won't use it. It's just a road. If a building is public private, then that permission regardless of what the laws, they go on about it. If they shouldn't be there, then they shouldn't. And so people who live locally can be a good source of info which isn't known online. In some places, sites, etc. Some places. I reckon it's a mixed bag. Isn't it? Right, so we don't do many abandoned buildings at all. We do, that's it. But that's just what we do. But anybody, if it's a location miles away, we'll probably say, yeah, we're here, you know what I mean? But afterwards, we'll still here. You know, it's just going to be careful. You don't want people turning up and messing about, really, right? So, right, no one to explain. Some don't share because they say, yeah, I agree. Share when you are not there. My dad's on. They say Adam and Eve were the only survivors of the. Well, I know what it means. Go on.
Spell it out.
A bad happening. Event, yeah, that's it. Event on Mars, where they were on what was an asteroid which killed the dinosaurs, allowed Adam and Eve. Even dad's into it. I wouldn't have done that. Overpressed. Oh, you put it up. What you done there? I don't know what I've done. Press that. Oh, there we are. Trying to find what does comment.
Live looks good.
There we go. Yeah. They came to Earth on an asteroid that allowed Adam and Eve to live. The Bible contradicts itself by saying Adam and Eve had 2 sons who went into the land of Nod and took themselves lives. Land of Nod. I thought that were Ken Dodman. Jill, some don't share because it's here, aren't I? Shows if any team aren't legal legally allowed to be in a location they made. That's why they don't. Yeah, probably say he should be there. It's just a question because I've seen some teams and where we are. It's like you know what I mean. It's like I like go to locations, and that went to Emmett Cave on Friday.
Yeah.
We had some right activity. We've seen it. And it had a full 10 meter. The robot were amazing. I've never seen it do that before. Either. And the light was amazing. That was off. And that's what we're there for. We're not saying it's paranormal at all. It's weird. Very, very, very weird. Can I just say to you too, everybody, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Welcome to new subscribers. Quite a few new subscribers. That's fantastic. Thank you very much. Wow. Page is growing. This of 732 now on here. Absolutely fantastic. It's a lovely page to have. Everybody says morning in the morning. It's fantastic. Everybody gets on. Same as you too. It's brilliant.
Would you like to know the origin of
Yeah.
Muncaster Castle?
Yep.
Where we want to go.
Yeah.
There was an old court jester in there called Tom Skelton.
Yeah.
And he was the court jester.
Also, good tomfoolery. Yeah.
It was not a very nice man. They were very jealous, very conniving.
Yeah.
He used to sit under a an oak tree, an acorn tree, which is still on the land. This Muncaster Castle is surrounded by
Is it
quicksand.
true?
Surrounded by like quicksand and stuff.
I don't mind. Yeah.
Other mine. Surrounded by quicksand. And obviously, back in them days, people used to come directions. Basically, if anybody came to those directions, if you liked them, you'd give them the true directions. If you didn't like them, you'd send them wrong way. And one day, it was something to do with one of the daughters who was the king's daughter, a lad from another family. And they started courting. That's courting. They started courting. And this tomfoolery, the king said, right, go and see if there's anything going on. He used to spy on them at night. Because this is all.
It's a true story.
This is a true story.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just
spy on them at night because they always used to meet at night. Because
I've just got pictures of my acorn. They had a shoes of gold.
Not that kind of. Right,
I know. What's the Shrek?
So, but yeah, it's basically it spotted it happening, and
Okay, we'll catch up on that in a second. We're not ignoring you.
it saw it going off.
Yeah.
He thought, right, I'm going to put an end to this. He ended up intervening somehow. He got the lad to come back with him.
Yeah.
This is all me. I don't know exactly what happened, but he got him to come back with him, and they had a drink together. And he got him that drunk, they were completely just insensible.
Yeah.
And as he was falling asleep, because this bloke were a cop, used to do a lot of like carpentry work. So he got to keep with him because and he would dropping off to sleep. And he basically got his own tools, decapitated him.
Oh my God.
Took the head to the king and says, there you go. And he dragged his body out of the castle. And he must have chosen for that.
Yeah.
And that's like a load of ghost stories. Actually. When people are in there, they can hear sound like something being
dragged.
Yeah,
where you got that from?
This is true.
Yeah, where you got that from? I've never heard that either.
I'll show you. You see, you don't read books. You don't.
I do. Don't read books.
Sorry. Yeah, but I am not.
All right.
I've got to get mystery.
I've got
Random facts
to
I've got to get it out. And there's a famous portrait of him, which is actually still in the castle now. And he's a long piece of paper, which is his will.
Right.
And apparently he predicted his own death by drowning.
Right.
And he actually drowned. True.
Yeah.
He drowned while he was fishing in
Right.
the quicksand where he used to send people.
Oh, so he got that thing in it, like karma.
And that's basically, it's being a jokester. He used to fool around and stuff. Like Tom Skelton, Tom Fury. Tom Fury. His nickname's Tom Fool. Well, that's great.
Oh, they are.
There you go.
Bloody hell. I can struggle.
Hey, keep your hair on now.
It was actually Adam and Eve's
Settle
son who went into that. It was actually Eve's son who Adam and Eve's son who went into the land of Nod. I stand corrected. Morgan has been corrected. Catherine, what evidence would you need to say you're category 100% convinced that? Well, I think it's going to be a full apparition that interacts with us.
Yeah.
I'm not on about a stone take that just walks across the room. I'm on about a spirit that actually interacts with yourself. I think that for me, that's what would say, or something moving or floating, or so you can't explain, really. That's a weird character. You don't look much of a gesture.
Pointy clogs on.
No, is there? So,
yeah,
what would your evidence be?
I reckon, well, like that, it's been a proper, full, very clear apparition. Communicate. You just have to get it.
Oh.
Camera. Otherwise, nobody's going to believe you.
This is what I think. How long messaged me on one. They says they get active and it's always off the camera. Always off the camera. And I says it is.
It is
people
always
don't
off the
believe
camera.
It. People can say, "Oh, caught this, I caught that," but it's never on camera. It's
but then when you actually do see something, and it's not on camera, it's not
but if you can't explain it, how could you be convinced it's from the other side? But you can't explain. You don't know what. It's all sorts, isn't it?
Well, like I say, they do reckon that you see basically or past. I do know.
You see, yeah, I mean, I'm trying to walk down the street, see somebody you've never seen before. You never see them again.
But from what I've seen, a lot of other people see, and I do always stand by that.
Yeah, well, I do think there is.
Well, there is definitely.
And like I say, you've got to catch it on camera.
Well, nobody's going to believe it unless they're there.
Let's join us, guys. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you for everyone on YouTube. Thank you very much. Thanks in comments, Ryan. Wow,
nice. Wow, that's
nice for once. Yeah, it should be up there, right there.
They'll not be sleeping.
So thanks. So if anybody's not subscribed to our YouTube channel or anybody on YouTube, Facebook, Paranormal Investigators on Facebook, private group, ask to join and we'll add you. And if you're not on YouTube, we need to download. It's a great video from there. Pop over, hit subscribe, totally free. Everything's free. We don't charge for anything at all. Completely free. We love doing it. Like I say, in the next couple of weeks, just bear with us because everything's going to be hit and miss. It's a bit. We're starting that project. What else is going off? It's hit and miss. And we're just going to be here and everywhere. So just bear with us, guys. We're not ignoring anybody anymore. So, guys, London, everybody has to work, though. Everybody has to work. I'll be back at work in about 8 hours. Well, we break up. We don't know. We break up Thursday, don't we? You not work tomorrow. We break up Thursday for Easter. I think we're not at bank holiday weekend. It's all right, Jan. Thank you very much for joining us. For you, yeah, it's very busy. Oh, preoccupied by. I know. I'm not going to go into that yet. Yeah, we're not going into that yet. You will nearly get it away. Nearly get it away. Now we'll wait till. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you very much. Like I say, we'll all try and get live on Friday and Sunday this week for you. We might do a live on Saturday with the team that we're meeting. We'll give the team Wow. She's always on. She's always on. She knows I'm going to go. Yeah, we are with another team on Saturday, so we'll do some filming and we'll quick live show you what we're doing and what we're up to, and then we will let out what. I think. Next week we'll let you know what the project is.
I think once I've got quite a bit of footage, I've edited it
the trailer. Very hard at the moment. It involves people and teams. Some teams from all over the country and some people from abroad. Once we've got a lot of footage trying to get people to talk to people. It's very hard, but we are getting it. Just realise you have. Yeah, I can see. When banner goes out.
Ben, who spoke to him at 1:34 this morning?
Who spoke to him at 1:34 this morning?
Oh,
It's a bit psychic.
honestly,
Yes.
I had a weird dream last night, Kate. I was fast asleep at 1:34 in the morning, but I did have a weird dream that I was.
What? Be careful here.
I'm trying to see how I can word it properly. I was basically in the bath
In a dream.
in the dream,
You didn't fall asleep.
and a massive bird flew in through the window.
Yeah.
Started with mental kind of going back.
Yeah.
Water going everywhere.
Yeah.
So a bird doing the name, just a bird like whizzing
Yeah.
around. Feathers are going
That
everywhere.
must mean something.
Feathers are going everywhere. It's landing water get out.
Take it up, dog.
Yeah, and it's just been, going crazy. And
Yeah.
massive, like a bird. I
Yeah.
thought, what is that doing at back room? And it was sat in the bath and it was sat watching it.
Yeah.
It landed on the
Yeah.
sink.
Yeah.
Water was massive. And I just woke up. So I don't want that rolling out.
So you don't know, you might take back one of your dreams where someone spoke to you. You know
I'll
what
have to
I mean?
I'll have to think about that
Yeah.
because have you got any more information?
Kate got the
Kate,
girl, when you more, and you can't go when you're dowsing.
Oh yeah.
That's very that.
Brilliant, Kate.
Yeah.
It might be. Yeah. I don't remember. Our fastest. I had a really good.
I didn't.
Basically,
Can't
there's
get
something
drunk.
wrong. I'll explain. There's something wrong with my bed.
Yeah.
And I've been getting a really bad back,
Yeah.
and it turns out my bed's. So what I've had to do is done a bit of DIY.
Yeah.
I've got my old Alexa.
Yeah.
And you propped it up there. I've got some books and whatnot. Allen keys. Really well.
Well, years ago, when we were kids, I got into bed at my bed. I had to go to the garage and get bloody so I could go to bed. Yeah. So anyway,
But I just don't understand the bird room.
I don't think we have to come to. I don't know. Anyway, guys, please stay safe. If you can't get on over Easter weekend to watch us, have a good weekend.
Oh, really?
I've had a chocolate egg. Little Freddo. £1.45.
A chocolate egg? Fred, that's a frog. No, an egg.
No, they do eggs. Nah, they do chocolate egg Freddos. You think your leg fell off?
Yeah.
What? You
Yeah.
want? No. I thought you had the mum's leg fell off. Sorry. Yeah.
So somebody calls. I've run little bricks. How does that work?
Oh, buy better. It's because you money.
I've got literally everything you see. Everything I've got is all out my own.
Thanks for that. Well, please have a good Easter weekend if we don't see you. And like I say, we will try and get live Friday and Sunday. And we'll probably pop on for a 10 or 15 minutes Saturday when we start our project. And we'll let you know what the project is next week. So that's good.
Once
So,
I've got
guys,
some more footage, I'll put a good trailer together and review it.
so thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for YouTube. And we will see you very, very soon, guys. Stay safe. Good night.
No, no.
I'll see you later, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye. Right, well, how do you...
You don't know we're still live on YouTube.
Yes,
No,
fine. How do you save that? We'll keep talking to you two for a second. Right, we're just saving that. Is that done? Yeah. Thanks, YouTube.
Cool.
I think we might do this more often, chats, because we don't do chats on YouTube, do we, for people to see? So we'll probably do this. There is a good investigation coming, hopefully, if we get it filmed Thursday. If the weather's all right, we've got to travel quite a distance to go to it. And it will be on here over the weekend. It could be like Sunday time it's uploaded on here, but it's going to be a good, it's going to be
very
good. It's a great place. So that's it. Thanks for watching, guys, and we will see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.